Envision a company that offers thousands of free samples and still brings in billions of dollars of revenue. That brings us to Costco. Hi students, my name is Daniel Sabatino and this is my colleague Wesley Harris. We're marketing interns for Costco Wholesale Corporation. We're here to inform you of our company's history, its rise to being a perennial leader in the industry, and its current plans and future plans. We hope that as a result of our presentation, you leave with some valuable information that you didn't know beforehand about our company, and that you would use it in your future endeavors. This leads us to our first slide, company beginnings. So according to the Costco website, the first location opened up in 1983 in Seattle, Washington. The company was founded by a man named Jim Senegal, and though it says in 1983 that the first location was opened, the origins of the company can be traced as far back as 1976, when a man named Sol Price opened the first Price Club. Which brings us to our second point, which is that Price Club and Costco merged in 1993. This was a pivotal time in our organization's history because Price Club was deciding between joining with Sam's Club or Costco, and they went with Costco, which gave us an edge over our competition and kind of put us on the map. And we came out with the name Price Costco in 1993. In 1997, the company changed its name to Costco Companies Incorporated. That was kind of the start of the Costco that we know today. As a result of that, the company came out with a mission statement, and it was that they envisioned a place where efficient buying and operating practices give members access to unmatched savings per the funding universe. Now I'm going to give it over to Wesley, who's going to talk about the rise of our company.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the rise. So in their first year, in 1983, they saw average growth. By the end of 1983, they would only open up 2 more locations, one in Portland, Oregon, and another one in Washington. The following year, according to Costco's website, they would expand to 5 states and serve around 200,000 members. And by the time the 1990s rolled around, they would be serving about 1.5 million members in 20 different locations. And like Daniel had mentioned, they would merge with Price Club in 1993, which it got approved by shareholders that they could merge, which he also mentioned that it was between us and Sam's Club. And eventually they formed Price Costco, and jointly they opened up their first warehouse in the United Kingdom after this merger. In the next decade, per Costco's website, they would expand to 37 different states and a half dozen different countries, averaging $105 million in sales in every warehouse, with their online Costco bringing in to about $1 billion, which is pretty impressive, according to the NRF. So now I'm going to move to the current status and plans of Costco. So right now, obviously the country's grown worldwide. Costco currently has 715 warehouses spanning 44 states and 8 different countries, from Mexico and Canada to Japan and Australia, and a few countries in between, obviously like United Kingdom. They serve 85.5 million members, and annual revenues this past year were around $116 billion, according to Costco's website. In terms of future plans, right now they actually have commenced a plan that started in 2013 to expand globally by producing about 150 warehouses. The point of this was to increase their growth, because actually the Costco's internationally have done so much better than the Costco's here in the United States, and they expect this plan to conclude this following year in 2017. And through these 4 years, they've seen positive growth continually. Actually, net sales have increased by 45%, according to Forbes. Through all this positive growth, it's put them way above their competition, which isn't really much, maybe Sam's Club, maybe a few other smaller companies. And yeah, so I'm going to pass it back to Daniel, and he's going to conclude our presentation.
Thank you, Wesley. So in conclusion, we went over the company beginnings, its merger with Price Club, making Price Costco, and then eventually Costco. Then we went over our company's success, its rise to becoming a perennial leader in the industry, eventually being a top 50 company in the Fortune 500 list. And then lastly, we went over our current status and future plans to continue to expand globally to other countries and to continue our success here in the United States. Thank you all for listening, and now I'm going to open it up for any questions.